Good afternoon to you all. We're here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this one-day international between India.
They would have spoken about this ahead of the game. Even still, you look at the pitch and the conditions overhead, and bowling first might have been the better option.
Players making their way out. It's a great crowd in today with plenty of atmosphere around this ground. Plenty of wickets on offer and runs. Batters and bowlers are in the game, and there's some quality players in both teams, so I'm expecting an even contest. Let's see what happens.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Can't get that outside the ring field. India goes up with a huge appeal, but I don't think it's done enough. Nice solid defensive shot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Gone, great catch. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Edge, but it drops safely. India with a massive shout. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. I didn't hear or see anything. Dug that out well. On that nicely, good defence. Yet another defensive stroke. These batters are playing it far too safe at the moment. They really need to start swinging soon. Straight to the fielder. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Jadeja from the Randwick end. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score, threw the bat at it and ended up with a nice take. A batter of such quality shouldn't be doing that.
Beats the field with a great shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Great shot through the gap. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Shot right out of the middle and drilled it for 4.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs. All the way.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Nearly got through, just about hit it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4. Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that onto the boundary.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. How will he reply?
Oh, awkward, but well played in the end. Bowler and fielders look really confident. Digs out the Yorker. Cuts that off well in the infield. Edged, unplayable. Everyone's gone up. Brilliant diving stop. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Good shot, a beauty. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Nice solid defensive shot. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. 4 runs added there. England are 3 for 22.
Someone needs to grab some wickets and fast. Not enough productivity so far, despite some great bowling. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Dug that out well. Edge, but it drops safely. India goes up strong, but the batter doesn't feel they got anything on that. Gone. Fine catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
It's a tough start, but soon the field will spread and they can start pushing for 2s and 3s.
Edged. What a ball.
still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Couldn't get it through the field. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
Butler watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Good shot, a beauty. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Was quick onto that in the infield. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. We didn't hear or see anything. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Got that away nicely.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary. A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4. Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Everyone's gone up. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. India needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over. Jadeja from the Randwick end. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Goes over the top with that shot. Into the gap and finds the boundary. Wonderful shot for 4.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Finds the fielder with that shot.
That showed great skill, lovely timing, and the boundary was the only place it was heading.
Over, England are 4 for 39. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Can't get that outside the ring field. What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Doesn't beat the infield. That's 3 blocks in a row now. They're not doing their run rate any favours. Yet another defensive stroke. These batters are playing it far too safe at the moment. They really need to start swinging soon. Perfectly timed.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. End of the over, England are 4 for 48.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
That's a great shot. Pierce the gap between point and cover point. It's a fast outfield, so that'll be 4 more.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Dug that out well. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. No, 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 terrible shot. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. India having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though. Butler looking quite surprised, didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Nice solid defensive shot. Straight to the fielder. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. We didn't hear or see anything. Out. Good catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
On that nicely, good defence. India with a massive shout. Five defensive strokes this over. We could be heading towards a maiden over.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Ali watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Beats the field with a great shot. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. End of the over and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Good shot. A beauty. That's 2 defensive shots in a row. That'll put a halt in their momentum. That's another defensive stroke. With every block shot, the fielding side must be feeling more and more relaxed. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Cuts that off well in the infield. Digs out the Yorker. Strays onto the leg and glanced it nicely. Might just get to the boundary rope.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end. That's gone. Nice simple catch. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Another defensive shot. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Fantastic running, turned 2 into 3 there. End of the over, 3 off it. England are 6 for 65. It's been a great bowling display so far. Would be very well deserved to pick up a 5th wicket today. That's a confident appeal. And another defensive shot. Jadeja has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. 3 block shots in a row. Something's got them spooked out there. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Ali muscles that away, it's flat and hard, and 4 more.
You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Beats the field with a great shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the fielders. A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. England are 6 for 73. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. I didn't hear or see anything. Oh, they took off for a moment, but decided against it. Good decision, I reckon. Good shot, a beauty. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? On that nicely, good defence. That's another defensive stroke. With every block shot, the fielding side must be feeling more and more relaxed. End of the over, 2 runs added. England are 6 for 75.
They've been pegged back to the point of scoring at a sort of test match rate. Extremely well bowled.
Bowling fielders look really confident. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Perfectly timed. Oh, that's great work in the deep, saved a certain boundary. That's fine work by these two, putting the pressure back onto the fielders. That's gone. Nice simple catch. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
India managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end. Edge, but it drops safely. Everyone's gone up. Yeah, the keeper's really gone up, as do the surrounding fielders. They seem convinced. Could be a review coming up. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Not too sure what they're appealing for here.
Bit of shape on the way through. Ali happy just to watch it go by.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
England weren't given much of an opportunity there. A very tidy over. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Paddington end.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Wow, that's missed a lot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought.
Wood watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Wood edges it, but it finds the gap. Looks like they were late on that shot there. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Siraj from the Randwick end. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Edge, amazing delivery. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. That'll be a dead ball. Into the gap and finds the boundary. Wonderful shot for 4.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. That's gone. Nice, simple catch. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Another one. 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Good shot. A beauty. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? He's quick onto that in the infield. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. England are 8 for 91. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything. Siraj has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. And gone. Caught in the slips. Oh, that's well taken at third. Just looked like they were a little bit late to see it, but they hung on.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Yet another defensive stroke. These batters are playing it far too safe at the moment. They really need to start swinging soon. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's the end of a truly superb over. Takes an important wicket and doesn't concede a run. What more can you ask for? Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Ali watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
Now that's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Ali muscles that away. It's flat and hard and 4 more.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
No. Terrible shot. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Doesn't beat the infield. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they have to keep their heads. Siraj from the Randwick end. Onto that early. That could be 4.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Oh, my word. Fast reflexes and grabs it. Stunning catch. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big score. This total is well below par, and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
And caught deep mid-off with a simple catch. In the air, and that's a straightforward catch to mid-off.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Oh, that was met. And there's an element of insanity the way that sounded. 2 biggies in a row.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Atkinson coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. This is in the air again, clears the fielder, and that is 3 off 3. It's raining maximums, absolute carnage.
How will he reply?
Oh wow, that is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
6, 6, 6. They've got 3 in a row now. Fabulous power, fabulous timing too.
Huge, that has flown.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
This is a brilliant show of power batting. Another 6, and the bowling tactics seem to be all wrong at the moment.
That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Nice shot, pierces the infield.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Couldn't get it through the field. Got that away nicely. Ouch, that looked nasty. Drilled that one away. Misses everything. 8 runs added there. India are 1 for 74. Atkinson from the Paddington end. Too far down leg and helped on its way. It's high and gone. It's a maximum.
Well, that's just timed brilliantly. Moves closer to 50. Going to need something special to get the wicket.
Crack. Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
A fantastic shot off the back foot, really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
And again, this shot is the best of the collection. 3 maximums in a row and the bowler is looking completely rattled.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, the shorter ball doesn't work here. Rode the bounce well and eased it over the top for 6 runs.
Nearly gets the edge. Atkinson with a great delivery there. Too good. That is huge.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting.
4 overs down and the captain won't be too happy with his bowlers so far. It might just be time to mix things up a bit and bring in a 4th or 5th change just to try something different and hope their fortunes turn around.
Swept away but finds the field. Needs to be on target.
From the moment the openers walked onto the ground, you felt they knew it was their day. A huge win and fully deserved.
That's the end of our broadcast for now.